It has been a day. What about Cinnamon? Oh, you want Cinnamon? Do you want me to move Cinnamon? It's hard to move things now. I can't just move things. I can't just click and drag for some reason. I think it's this mod. Alright, let's keep going. Alright, we were showing him stuff, I think. What were we showing him? Like this? It might be the mod. I don't know. Gooseberry, how could you do something so deranged? It's truly a shame. As a servant, he was a cut above the rest. Gooseberry worked under you, correct? We already know this. Any signs you can do anything like that? Oh, no, again, no indication whatsoever. My advice is up to sooner. I see. What is this? That's his standard negative response. Can we skip? I think we finished talking to him. So I think we're still looking around. Look at that. Oh, are those pictures at the wedding reception? Yes, I took them with my trusty camera here. Do you mind if we have a look at them? The photo? You're my guest. Take as long as look as you like. What do you think of this gorgeous dreamscape? Thick fog billows out across the room, making it look as if the couple were walking on clouds. Look how beautiful Ellen is here. She's a little nervous, though. She does, doesn't she? Hey, look. There's a Pierce. Really? Where? Right there, behind the sweetheart table. Hey, right. Lee was there attending to the happy couple hold dinner. What do you think, Nick? Does anything in this photo stick out at you? No, not at the moment, anyway. I'm a little jealous, yeah. Hey, Nick, if Elle really did travel back in time, do you think this photo is of the second reception? You know, after the time jump? I gotta sneeze. Oh, I wonder. Excuse me, sir? Yes? Can I help you? Ellen told us you travel back in time. Would you happen to know anything about that? No. I haven't the foggiest idea what you're talking about. You kind of fastened a clam. Hey, Nick. Here's the lady. She looks smart as a whip, doesn't she? That's the watch she has. I don't know who she is. We didn't see her on the airship. That's Celine Sprocket, Soren's elder sister. Beautiful and capable, she was a great lady. Soren's sister. I think I see the resemblance. I'll show Pierce this photo later and ask about her. Nick, look at that airplane propeller up there going round and round. See, I got an aviation theme going on. Makes sense for an airline family. What if the devil's his fan? Well, what if the rest of the plane were on the other side of that wall? And the wall would open up so the plane could take off in an emergency. How cool would that be? That's what's behind the propeller wall. Then what's behind the bull wall across the way? I know, maybe it's the rest of them. That must be where Sprocket gets their milk. Nick, first of all, that's a beef cow. And second, bulls don't make milk. Don't! I know you guys don't. Oh, right. That's what I get for trying to play along. I know you guys. Oh, bull. Come think of it, there was a bull logo on the side of the Flying Chapel, too. President of the company must have a thing for cattle. Why would you clip that? I was trying to prevent you guys from being inappropriate. Bull symbol is Sprocket Aviation. Be as strong and steady as a bull. Why are you clipping that? That's the company feed, you know. Probably for all the backbreaking labor they put their employees through. By the way, that bull logo on the Flying Chapel, the one with the rainbow wings. His name is Rainy the Rainbow. Get it? I get it. He's a rainbow-colored bull, so he's Rainbow, right? What a memorable name, huh, Nick? Yeah, right next to the pond. Let's see her touch that radio again. It's like an expensive antique. What are you worried about? If it breaks again, Pierce will just fix it up again. I really hope he's nice enough to waive the repair bill. Oh, it's a pride of bouquet. Hey Nick, how about I throw it? And you try to catch it. Why me? Ow! Why are you throwing apples at me now? What'd I do? What'd I do? It's because a bunch of little hilarious flailing around trying to grab it. That's traditional. Do you think there's ladies who go after the bouquet? Who cares? Just catch it. Here. Ow! Hey, you threw that right in my face. I don't want to catch that bouquet, trust me. Why not? They say it's bad luck to catch the bouquet of a marriage that doesn't last. But I already caught it. Oops, too late now, huh, Nick? I didn't give any of that. Got that. I'll see anything else noteworthy. This incident has severely damaged the company's reputation. I expect reservations weddings on the Flying Chapel will face an unfortunate decline. We just lost a subordinate. Yet all you can think about is business. I'm not made of stone, I assure you. If the company were to go under because of this incident, now its employees lose their job. We already did all this, I see. Not so much we could have hidden the tragedy from the public. Now it's going to trial, I suppose there's nothing to be done about it. So the fate of the company depends on the trial. This is more than I bargained for. Here's the woman in this photo is Soren's older sister, Selena, right? I don't think we met her yet. It's about that. He seems hesitant all of a sudden. Wouldn't mind. Could you tell us about her? Alright, very well. She's a big part of Master Soren's past, after all. Soren's past? Master Soren became the next president of Sprocket Aviation. However, that wasn't always so. Miss Selena Sprocket, Master Soren's elder sister, was next in line. So why did she become the next president? Because she passed away. Because she died. In a car accident. What? I had no idea. Actually, Master Soren was also in the car with her at the time of the accident. Losing the sister he loved right before his eyes devastated him. Ever since then, he's buried himself in his research on time machines. He also became a quiet and meticulous, almost compulsive note-taker around them. He seemed so stiff and robotic, I had no idea he was carrying all that around inside him. Master Soren has abandoned the company business and spends all his time on inventions. As a family butler, I'm truly concerned. I believe it's high time you let go of the past. Hey Nick, what are you doing here? Larry? Oh man, Eddie gave me a heck of a hard time. Larry, what are you doing here? And for my new character, Q Pidlick. I saw this Sprocket Aviation do some kind of tie-in with me for it. Well, I didn't know Larry was such an aggressive businessman. You can learn a thing or two from him, Nick. Why don't you promote your agency to them? Now's not the time for that, in case you haven't noticed. See? And this is why you'll never be rich. Actually, I've been meaning to ask you something. You were there on the Flying Chapel yesterday, right? Huh? Was I? What were you doing there? No, nothing? There it was, but there wasn't anything to be proud of. Never mind that. You see anything that had to do with the case? That's that. Let's start with you. You weren't involved in this case, were you? Larry? Really? Hey, he took off! I should know it. When something smells, it's usually the butts. Oh my, after him. Oh, are you leaving so soon? We, have to run. Thank you for making time for us. I know you have to investigate, but please, try to spare the family's feelings as you do. Yes, of course. Alright, where did he go? Here? There he is. Hey, Larry. Hey there, friend. Fancy meeting you here. There's nothing fancy about it. All we do is follow you. So tell me, Larry, why don't you run away like that? Huh? Me? I don't know what you're talking about. Bolt of inspiration from my new picture book hit me and I had to run us all. It's like a Cupiphany, you dig? Right. He's just going to keep on playing dumb, isn't he, Nick? I don't think he's playing dumb. I think he is dumb, but he's also hiding something. Well, Larry, I know you were on that airship, so what did you see? I didn't see anything. I didn't see anything because I've never owned a stupid airship. Can we skip the tutorial? Cyclops, say something? First power this Magahoma allows me to see. These mystical objects appear when someone is trying to hide something from me. They're called Cyclops, and when I see them, they send the Magahoma to try my hand at breaking them. If I can unlock them, I'm sure to finally get the straight answer out of them.
Take that!
But Larry's hiding. It's no time for games, Larry. I will find out what you're hiding. Okay, Nick, you got it all wrong. I have nothing to do with this case whatsoever. Oh, come on, Larry. You're a baby to see through such a blatant and obvious lie. Nothing whatsoever, huh? If you weren't involved, Larry, then you wouldn't have been involved with this person.
Take that!
You're the one who brought Ellen to my office in the first place. And all those cops. Nothing to do with this case whatsoever. Isn't going to cut it this time, Larry. If you have to lie, at least do a better job of it. Wah! Easy. Don't diss me, Nick. You're so convinced I'm lying, then let me ask you this. First thing I was on that stupid airship anyway. Let me see some proof if you got any. Tell me now, are you? Fine. Want proof, Larry? Here's proof that you were on that airship. Called me a bit today, too.
Take that!
Uh-oh. It's your business card wallet, isn't it, Larry? Found in the reception hall. Ah! Time to come clean, Larry Butts. What exactly are you hiding? Wah! Alright, fine. You got me. I'll tell you everything. What'd you see? Larry, what were you doing on that airship, anyway? Well, I went there to deliver the welcome to our wedding sign they ordered for me. I didn't know you took on real jobs like that, too. Well, for your information, my wedding welcome sign is very popular on the net. Yes, I met Ellen. Uh-huh. I mean, I'd seen her in the photo for the welcome sign, but seeing her in person. Maybe she smiled at me and said thank you. I felt like I've been hit by lightning. That's when you fell in love with her? Somebody else's bride, huh? So were you invited to the reception? You believe that they told me only family and relatives would attend? They wouldn't even let me into the reception hall. Or move on their part, I'd say. I got upset and started wandering around the airship. Must have been I dropped my business card wallet. Somebody else must have found it. And brought it to the reception hall then. But you know what? I saw something incredible while I was on that flying chapel. Like? Get a load of this. What the heck is this? What do you mean, what is this? Isn't it obvious? It's a drawing. I sketched a picture of one of the cabins on the airship. So what's so incredible about a cabin? Look at what's outside the window. It's one of those flying dinosaurs. A real-life pterodactyl. Looked out the cabin window and there it was, just flying out there. Airship traveled through time, I tell you. Well, what? What? No, this is dumb. That was the cow falling off the thing. I told that Pierce Butler guy about it. He told me to never mention it to anybody ever again. All he tried to keep you from spotting what is clearly just nonsense. Maybe Sprocket Aviation is secretly developing a time machine. I told you, it's the cow falling off the airship. No way. You think this case is totally amazing. Larry, you didn't tell Mr. Edgeworth about this, did you? Of course not. Edgy would just roll his eyes and think I was off my rocker. I didn't even tell him I was wandering around on the airship. I told him I met Ellie at the mooring dock and we ran away together. Yeah, I could see Edgeworth's eyes rolling right out of his head had he heard about this. I don't know, broken? So Larry also experienced a time switch now. How is that possible? Hey Nick, I'll be taking my car wallet back now if you don't mind. That's fine, take it back. Oh yeah, this is for you. What is it? This picture of the hold. I took it when I was wandering around the airship. See, there's the cow. There. So it did exist. I guess it could also have been this. I took it when I was wandering around the airship. See, there's Ellie right there in the middle. On the hold. Yeah, see, it's right here on the diagram. Okay, so now I know where the hold is. But what was Ellen doing there? Well, they were using it as a prepping area for the reception. I see, and around when to shake this. For the reception. It took a while Ellie was getting everything ready. This was taken before the incident occurred. I don't know if it'll be any help, but thanks for this anyway. By the way, Larry, I heard that the door to the hold is controlled by a security system. How'd you get in there? And that's a trade secret, can't tell ya. Let's just keep on coming. He stole her badge. Well, I guess that's basically a wrap on the investigation. Not quite, Nick. I want to meet Ellen, too. Well, that's right. You haven't met her yet, have you? Okay, let's just head over to the Danger Center, and then so you can say hi. No, why? Please understand that this is Master Soren's best this is in Mr. Soren. Please understand this is in Master Soren's best interest. Sounds like Ellen's busy talking with someone. Ex-president cannot be married to a criminal. It would be disgrace. It would disgrace Rocket Aviation. So, Ellen, I need you to forget about this marriage. Pardon us. It isn't Mr. Wright. So their marriage is definitely off. There's no other choice. We cannot have a criminal in the family. Just take Master Soren and the Sprocket family. This is what is best. Biffle. No! In that case, what if Nick here proved Ellen's innocence? Then you wouldn't have a criminal in the family, right? I suppose you're right, but I'm afraid that would be impossible. That's not true, not for Nick. He may look like a nobody, but he can do some pretty amazing things. I'll take cases on lightly, so rest assured I will prove her innocence. Mr. Phoenix Wright, I understand your name is quite well known in the judicial world. For better or for worse. Pierce, I want you to promise me this. If I can prove Ellen's innocence, then you won't stand in the way of Soren and Ellen's marriage. Very well. Not even the most talented lawyer in the world can change reality itself. And the reality is, Miss Ellen is guilty beyond a shadow of a doubt. I bet that's where you're wrong, Pierce. I'm clean, I swear I am. I'm desperately, compulsively clean. Just as clean as pure as clean and pure as his pure white dress. Fine, you have my word, but you will be the one to regret this promise. Now, if you will excuse me. I have all the more reason to win this case. We finished our investigation, and we'd like to talk with you about what we found. Okay, so what did you find out? In the course of our investigation, we heard that you had been seen standing in front of the victim with the murder weapon in your hands. Also, if the bridal bouquet is at the house, what is she holding? What's what it looked like? It's true I was holding the murder weapon. When I found him, he was already dead. I panicked. I was hoping I could go back in time again like I had done earlier. I picked up the timekeeper from the pedestal and brought it over without thinking. You're so desperate you were ready to try anything, huh? Unfortunately, that sort of behavior makes you an easy target for the prosecution. No. And as for your little trip through time, none of your in-laws could confirm your story, I'm afraid. I see. One exception is Larry. He said he saw something. Really? What would he see? Can't say I quite believe it myself, but Larry claims he saw something incredible. He claims he saw a pterodactyl flying outside the airship. What? What? That doesn't sound like a frying pan. Not only that, but he apparently Persnickety told Larry to keep quiet about it. But why would Pierce do such a thing? Larry's theory is that Sprocket Aviation is still filming something in secret. A time machine, to be exact. You think? Think that's why nobody would confirm my story? Because it's a secret? I really don't know. Just speaking of your in-laws, we didn't manage to find your keycard at the Sprocket Manor. One of your in-laws said he'd keep an eye on you for you. Oh, thank goodness. Also, while I was getting things ready for the reception, I looked everywhere for it. I'm so glad you found it! At least there are tears of joy this time for a change. Oh, Nick, looks like you'll have to prove the existence of time travel in court tomorrow. That's right. I swear that while Mr. Bloomsbury was being killed, I've been traveling back through time. Great. Let's tie to Skeptic Edgeworth at the town for the prosecution tomorrow. We're really gonna have to work it out for us, Sai. I can't believe it's October already, but I'm very excited. I'm very excited for my trip. It's gonna be so crazy just not having to do anything. Like, having no expectations on me for, like, 8 days is going to be amazing. All I gotta do is maybe cook a little bit for Thanksgiving, help clean up, and, you know, obviously I'll help around the house if anything's going on, but it's gonna be so nice. What if I want to sleep in? I'll just sleep in. It'd be great. What if I want to stay up late? I'll just stay up late. It's gonna be wild. Good morning, Mr. Wright. Could they find him more clothes? Good morning, Ellen. So you're still wearing your wedding gown. And I'll continue to wear it until our wet marriage is saved. Oh, so Soren. No. You think you can see how she's doling up? Sorry, my love, you came all the way to the house just to see me? Oh, sorry, I don't know what to say. Blueprints. Huh? Here's your blueprints. I can't find them. Do you know where they are? Oh, they're in your room. Third shelf from the bottom, on the right-hand side. Ah, I see. He's leaving already? Okay, as someone who is single, I prefer being single than being treated like this. If this is how your fiance treats you, they're not worth having. You're worth more than that. Don't tell me he came just to ask about some stupid blueprints. Is he really that cold of a person, or is that just how he comes off, I wonder? Careful. Well, what about me, Soren? Ellen. He's back. Come home soon. Aww. Okay, maybe it's not so bad. So, I mean, alright. Alright, hold on. Listen. Okay. Nothing for the bats. So, He clearly has some damage. He's a damaged person. I mean, we're all a little bit damaged, but I feel like he's on the spectrum. I'm pretty sure. So it's reasonable that he doesn't know how to process emotions and stuff. And this situation is very emotional, and a lot of people don't handle. And when you get into a high stress situation, if you don't handle emotions, you just kind of shut down. So the fact that he came back for her, maybe it's gonna be okay. All right, maybe it's gonna be okay. Home soon. I'm lost without you. Aww. I'm lost without you. That's so pretty. This is a Soren! Later. It's like showing your vulnerabilities. It's the fastest way to capture a woman's heart. Take notes on this, Nick. Please leave me out of this. Anyway, it looks like Soren isn't big on words. But it's clearly he cares about Ellen. Knowing that, I actually feel kind of relieved. Mr. Wright, I absolutely can't be found guilty here. Don't worry, I'm going to do everything I can to prove your innocence. Thank you, Mr. Wright. Trial's about to start, sir. Edgeworth, knowing him, he's not going to yield an inch. I just gotta fight with everything I've got and save Ellen. All rise. Court is now in session for the trial of Ellen Wyatt. This is ready, Your Honor. Prosecution has been ready for a while, Your Honor. Seems to me familiar faces gathered together like this. I feel as though I'm at a grand reunion. Makes me want to go out for dinner and drink and reminisce with all of you. Oh, that sounds like a great idea. I was dying for a real burger the whole time I was away. We can make it a welcome back party for Maya. How about it, Edgeworth? I have no intention of cavorting with my enemies. Now then, Your Honor, let's start this trial at once. Oh, host, you're not one for lighthearted banter, are you, Mr. Edgeworth? No, jokes and good humor are beyond worthless in a court of law. Guess we'll just have to have the party without it then. However, right after the conclusion of this trial, I might consider joining you for your little welcome back party. I certainly wouldn't mind an invite at the very least. He's still as emotionally constipated as ever, I see. Hello, Mr. Edgeworth, if you could please go over the details of this case for us. The victim was Dumas Gloomsbury, a servant in the Sprocket household. He was in attendance at the wedding reception that occurred from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. Mr. Gloomsbury apparently felt some animosity toward Ellen Wyatt, and so, right after the reception ended at 10 p.m., he assaulted Miss Wyatt with the intent to kill her. Then he fought back and ended up killing Mr. Gloomsbury. In other words, it was justified self-defense, correct? If that's the case, then the defendant might not be criminally responsible. He's right. Worst case scenario, I could go for self-defense to avoid the criminal charge. Colonel Edgeworth has plans to counter that, though. Prosecutor's first witness will make my view on the matter clear, Your Honor. Very well. Bailiff, please bring in the first witness. Slow pan up. Oh. Why is she wearing those heels? Please state your name and occupation, witness. Hi, incels. How's it going? I'm a Sky, forensic investigator. And I'd just like to say, sir, being in the same courtroom as you is a great honor. I've heard about it, but I haven't had time to see it. I have such a big backlog. I don't know when I will be able to play another game. So, and 2 games just came out that I want to play. Silksong and Hades 2. And I've been told I should play Silent Hill F. They said the same chords. Great honor. That's right. You're a fan of Edgeworth, aren't you, Emma? Yeah, I think you're the one that told me about the new Digimon game. Unless I'm having deja vu again. We're good friends and all, Mr. Wright. But just this once, I intend to faithfully and fully testify for the prosecution. Ah. Yeah, well, I'm still on my big backlog, so I've got to finish this game, and I've got to finish Dark Souls, and then I got to finish Final Fantasy XIV. So, yeah, I've got quite a backlog myself. I do mean that wholeheartedly. Hey, I expect no less from you. Yes, sir, I'm going to do my very best. Looks like you lost the popularity contest, Mr. Edgeworth, Nick. I really could care less. Besides, she'll see who's the better lawyer once I win this trial. Yeah, maybe then you'll actually really care less. Well, I gotta get through the main story so that I'm prepared for FanFest, which I'm going to in April. So I have a little bit of time on it, but not a lot. Can I text chat if you please? Someone had requested, but they changed it. It should be. I'm in Stormblood right now, so I should have enough time to get there. I think two months of focus should be enough. That should give me, what, about 280 hours? Should be plenty. Murder weapon's a clock called the Timekeeper. It was hit with it from behind, and he fell right into the lantern. It was spotted then standing in front of the body holding the murder weapon. It was struck twice, by the way. He struck twice? That's right. There's no mistake about it. First blow was to the back of the victim's head. It's hard enough to knock him unconscious. Despite the fact that he had been immobilized by the first blow, he delivered a second fatal blow to the side of the victim's head. Which means, what exactly? Humph, I figured it would go right over your head. Let's put it this way. By striking the victim a second time, Bennett killed her last chance to escape from any criminal wrongdoing. She did? But how, Mr. Edgeworth? Bennett may have been fighting back because she was being attacked. However, she then went on to deliver a fatal blow to a man who was already fully unconscious. And is he saying what I think he is? I feel so well. And thus, Mr. Wright has just justified self-defense been removed from the table. Prosecution intends to prove that the defendant killed the victim with murderous intent. Allow me to blatantly submit the victim's autopsy report. Arrgh! That's why he was acting all smug. Oh, more smug than usual. How can you tell? It's fine, right? It's like we were going to plead self-defense anyway, right? Right, but now the judge has a negative impression of Ellen. Oof. I don't get to prosecute much anymore, but he definitely has lost his touch. Now then, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Murder weapon was a clock called the Timekeeper.
Hold it!
Are you completely sure the murder weapon was a Timekeeper? Yes, completely. The shape of the injury on the victim's head matched up with that of the Timekeeper. It's definitely heavy enough to kill someone with. But the defendant have been able to pick up and swing something so heavy. I tried it myself and I was able to lift it up and just fine. Maybe this freak is too strong. Excuse me, Mr. Wright? I'll have you know that people on the force know me as the dainty forensic investigator. So sorry, but really, you're hardly a delicate flower. Mr. Wright, this is a court of law. Save your antics for after the trial if you know how. Yes, sir. Won't happen again, sir. Humph. Moving on. Victim was hit with it from behind and fell over right into the lantern.
Hold it!
Bennett was fighting back against the victim, right? If so, wouldn't she have hit him from the front and not from behind? Victim must have tried to run once Miss Wyatt started fighting back. That's probably where they hit from behind. I see. Must have blown the back of his head. Victim must have looked away awfully scary when she was branching that clock. I don't know about that. Regardless of how scary Ellen looked, Victim was definitely hit from behind. Yeah, go on. Yes, of course. Please do. Finish was spotted then, standing in front of the body holding the murder weapon.
Hold it!
That's only because she was so panicked when she found the body. Let's try to use the timekeeper to go back in time.
Objection!
Mr. Wright, do you have any idea how absurd you sound? Miss Wyatt really believes she could travel through time with that clock. Maybe should have come up with a more credible story, you know. Yes, I agree. Me three, but it's all I've got to go on. Anyway, under the circumstances, the only conclusion we can draw is that the defendant killed the victim. Victim was struck twice, by the way.
Hold it!
Miss Wyatt must have had a chance to escape after she struck the victim the first time. Why would she stick around and hit him with such a heavy object again? What about that? Allow me to explain. Why did she strike him again, indeed? To finish off the victim, of course. This very eye clearly shows that she had every intention of killing Mr. Bloomsbury. Erg! Miss Wyatt would never do such a thing like that. Let's see some evidence that disproves my theory. Erg! You want to stand there and take that from me, Nick? Interview his claim head-on, so I have to approach it from a different angle. Well, it's like we won't be going anywhere until we can refute Eldred's claim. So exciting. I haven't taken on Mr. Edgeworth in ages. Yeah. Hey, Nick, now go get him. You'd rush me, Maya. Alright, I better start by comparing Emma's testimony with the evidence we have. Look for any glaring inconsistencies. Alright, I have some theories, okay? So I have two angles of attack on this. Alright, so the first angle, okay, I don't see any, okay, you can't see the bloody part in this picture. But you can't see his bloody hand. I just don't know when to present.
Objection!
No, it's not that one. Establish conscious witness statement. It's not that one. Feeling? Defense? Yes, Your Honor. I have the hope that it indicates a contradiction. That's right. Is there a contradiction here? It's like there is, but there really isn't one, is there? That's me, Mr. Wright, because what it really seems like to me is you're asking for a penalty. Okay, thanks that definite answer, Your Honor. Well, Commissioner Wright, you know I feel bad for the defendant. You don't feel bad for her for long. I'll get right to you. I'll get to it right next time, you see.
Objection!
It was that one. Hey, Sky, I'm afraid I have to apologize in advance. For what? For embarrassing you in front of your idol. Well, what do you mean? If you take a look at this photo of the crime scene, you see the victim is lying on his back. The victim had been hit from behind, as you claim, and he should have fallen over into the lantern face down. Ah! Not enough to simply take someone aside, Detective Sky. Even if it's Mr. Edgeworth. Ah! Oh. There must be a flaw in Detective Sky's testimony. That's right. You think I'm going to just back it right down, then you're sadly mistaken. It wasn't usually fired up today. Don't forget, she's in front of her hero, Nick. If it's still Sam I can't watch this trial, I want to do my absolute best, too. Listen, Mr. Wright. It's entirely possible to move the victim's body after he fell over. In that case, there wouldn't be any contradiction, right? Indeed, that's an excellent counter-argument, Detective. You can count on me, sir. What do you have to say to that, Mr. Wright? It's possible the victim's body was moved after he fell into the lantern? Not possible. Sorry, Detective, but there's no way that the victim's body was moved after his death. Oh, really? What makes you say so sure? Well, because here this could become obvious. The petals. It's the petals, right?
Take that!
What exactly are you pointing at, Mr. Wright? This right here. We're trying to communicate is not at all, Mr. Wright. It's pretty much to make things a matter of curiosity even to you. What? I think it's obvious right now is paying my attorney's badge. Is it the pedal?
Take that!
Is it not the pedals?
Take that!
Those broken bits. What about the pedals? Broken bits of the lantern? Yes, his body had been moved after the fact. These fragments would have fallen off of it. As you can clearly see, they're lying perfectly undisturbed on top of the body. It means the victim must have been lying face up from before the lantern even broke. You're right. Wait a minute. If that's true, then when was the victim killed? I mean, the lantern was still whole during this reception, right? I think you've just overturned a major assumption about this case. The victim was already dead before the lantern was even broken. The body must have been inside the lantern since before the reception started. In other words, Vince asserts that the victim was killed before the wedding reception. What? In short, Ms. Five seen standing in front of his body after the reception wasn't the moment he just after the murder was committed. It was the moment she happened to discover the body, just as Miss White claims. Ah!
Objection!
Oof. Whether the act was committed before or after the reception is entirely inconsequential. After all, it's the defendant who prepared the reception hall for the event in question. Therefore, when the murder occurred changed nothing with regard to her guilt. She had killed the victim before the reception, as she claimed, and then tried to hide his body in the lantern after the event ended.
Objection!
Sorry, but that doesn't make any sense. I mean, where would the body have been hidden during the reception in your scenario? That's... Even you have to admit, Mr. Edgeworth, that this has opened up a new possibility. Do explain, Mr. Wright. Well, if Miss White didn't commit the crime in this reception hall, that means someone somewhere put the victim's body into the lantern. I suppose that makes sense. A dead body couldn't have put itself in there. Exactly, Your Honor. In other words, if the murder actually occurred before the reception, it opens up the possibility he was killed somewhere else. body was hidden inside the lantern, and it's possible the body was moved along with it from somewhere else. Oh, you're right. You can run that mouth of yours all you want. Do you have anything evidence to support what's coming out of it, Mr. Wright? Of course I do. I think the answer lies in that piece of evidence, and something that's left at the crime scene that will point us to where the victim was really killed. Well, Mr. Wright, in that case, what proves that the lantern and the body were moved from somewhere else?
Take that!
There's the flower. See the flower? This proves the murder took place somewhere other than the reception hall. I can't say that I follow. Examiners will help you make your point, Nick. What? I can explain it! Alright, this piece wasn't convincing enough. There must be something else that would be easier for judges to understand. This lantern body removed from somewhere else.
Take that!
Whatever. Proves the murder took place somewhere other than the reception hall. I don't like this case. I don't like it. It clearly proves it. It clearly, like, you can see the statue. You can see the flowers, the petals. George. Survivor seen sitting in front of the body after protection. Blah blah blah. This case is illogical.
Objection!
Like, I don't agree with their points. It's dumb. And when the murder occurred to another, blah blah blah, blah 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 blah. Kinda has Biden and I that.
Objection!
And then you have all this dialogue to get through. Alright. Ask her before the reception and opens that possibility. I was hidden inside lantern, and it's possible that the body was moved along with it from somewhere else. You can run that mouth of yours all you want. Blah blah. And that's what was coming out of it, Mr. Wright. Of course I do. I think the answer lies in that piece of evidence and something that was left at the crime scene that will point us to where the victim was really killed. Well, in that case, let's save this stupid thing because they're completely illogical. I disagree with their logic. Look at it! Look at the flowers! There's the petals! There's the things. Because there's the petals. I think I want to present this.
Take that!
Photo of the victim again. They should have, like, multiple logic trees. Like, oh, this is, like, look, you're pointing at the flower. Yes. I have the court to focus on this thing right here.
Take that!
Flower petals was right. These petals are from a kind of flower that were not present in the reception hall. This means they must have gotten into the lantern when it was somewhere else. Just where do you propose this somewhere else to be, Mr. Wright? Suppose this piece of evidence will tell us where the flower petals came from. Now it's this thing.
Take that!
Let's take a look at these flowers in this picture of the hole. Notice how the petals are the same shape as the petals in the crime scene photo? Yes, I see. It did look to be from the same kind of flower.
Objection!
Is that really all you've got? Flower is a flower is a flower. They're all the same. I'd probably call what you presented compelling evidence. I'm afraid I couldn't disagree with you more, Mr. Edgeworth. I gave a flower of this type to my lovely wife once when we were young. I can assure you that this is a very meaningful and compelling evidence indeed. The soundness of my judgment in this matter is backed by nothing less than pure love. But, Your Honor, let it go, Mr. Edgeworth. It's clear you don't know much about flowers. Thank you to having one you actually giving it to, after all. You should study up on them just in case the opportunity presents itself. Magoo! So the man who only knows the names of 3 types of flowers. That's highly relevant to the case at hand. His asserts that it is highly probable that the victim was killed in the hole. The body was then placed in the lantern and moved to the reception hall for some reason. It would completely destroy the prosecution's case. You mean the body was... Yes, the victim's body was... Inside the lantern, an entire set of beautiful wedding reception. While the defendant and her betrothed were celebrating their love. But what?
Objection!
Humph. You're supposed to talk my work on his honor, but it won't work on me. What are you talking about now? Take a look at all the evidence and you'll soon see what I mean. I hope you would just tell me already. Hey, this guy, I'm sure you've already figured out what I'm talking about, correct? Heh heh heh, of course, sir. Mr. Wright is the only one here who hasn't. Why don't you do this to me, Mr. Edgeworth? Very well, let's see what you can do. Hey, Scott, please give your testimony to this court. The victim could not have been killed before the reception. The officer's report states that the estimated time of death was after the reception. The estimated time of death is correct. There's no way it could be wrong. It's clear Mr. Gloomsbury was killed after the reception. That completely contradicts your claim. I guess so. Let me take at least a cursory glance at the autopsy report, Mr. Wright. Here's you've grown rusty since your last outing. I suggest you go back and brush up on the basics. Sure, though I must say, you're as cocky as ever, Mr. Edgeworth. I beg your pardon? But what are you trying to say, Mr. Wright? I'm saying that I'll go back to basics if that's what Mr. Edgeworth wants. I prove how badly he's underestimated me with a good old-fashioned cross-examination. Brandon Fox. We have Dan Stein Fox. B. Very well. Let's see you put your money where your mouth is, Mr. Wright. Also, like, I am so sick of the heat. It's not that hot. But, like, why does it feel like it's not cooling off? Ever. It was in the 80s again today. I'm sick of it. But I don't see any more temperatures in the 80s. Like, the rest of my calendar is, like, 70s. And it's going to get down to 57 tomorrow. Oh, it's going to be so nice. Mornings in the 50s. It's going to be great. Oh, wrong button. I've tried it. It's a little bit chilly. The victim could not have been killed before the reception. Oh, wait. I need to go back.
Hold it!
You sound pretty certain. You must have some solid grounds for making that claim, right? Of course I do. And you're going to feel silly when I show you what they are. Ready? Keep your eyes on this. Autopsy report states that the estimated time of death was after the reception.
Hold it!
I read the autopsy report too, you know. You don't need me to explain it to you, right? How there's no way the victim could have been killed before the reception, I mean? Hey, Sky. I think you've overlooked something big. I have? Why don't you take another look at the evidence? I've already looked at all the evidence, and quite carefully too, I'll have you know. Detective Sky, not to be taken in by his verbal antics. He's simply bluffing, as always. All right, sir. The estimated time of death is correct. There's no way it could be wrong.
Hold it!
Possibly the culprit did something to obscure the real time of death? No, not in this case. There's no snow or anything to keep the body from decomposing. There's no freezer on that airship big enough to fit a body into. They've already checked that, I see. Comes down to estimated time of death, doesn't it? The killer mess with the victim's time of death by keeping the body on ice? If they had the means to. She was treating the estimated time of death as an absolute. Is it really? If you don't think it is, huh, Nick? In that case, we're going to have to find a way to convince them otherwise. There's got to be a way to somehow.
Objection!
Dry ice! I admit that the estimated time of death does contradict my theory. Finally, and that means your theory that the victim was killed before the reception? It's still entirely plausible. Huh? Well, what makes you think that? The killer could have falsified the time of death by using a certain item in the reception hall. Let's take a look at this. What is that contraption, Mr. Wright? It's a fog machine, Your Honor, used to create a special romantic atmosphere in the hall. This machine could have been used to falsify the time of death? Yes, Your Honor, because this machine uses dry ice to perform its magic. Dry ice? Ah, yes, the super cold stuff commonly used to make theatrical fog, right? I see. So your claim is that this dry ice was used to keep the body cold. Oh. In that case, I guess the victim could have been killed before the reception. Order this court. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, what do you have to say about this development? The victim was killed in the hold before the wedding reception? Prosecutor acknowledges the possibility of this claim. Actually, he's already dead, and it doesn't actually have to touch him. It can just be in the thing with him. If they stuffed him in the lantern with the ice, it wouldn't necessarily have to touch him. I'll get somewhere. Prosecution would also like to thank Mr. Wright. Huh? For what? I didn't know how a certain piece of evidence fit into this case. Now, thanks to you, I do. Piece of evidence. In the hold, one needs a keycard like this one. Here we have a record of those who entered the hold with such keycards. I don't specify if these are the last 2 entries on the day of the murder. As you can see, the last person to enter the hold that day was the defendant. Well, what? So the one who moved the body out of the hold must have been... That's right, it was none other than the defendant. Hey Nick, take a look at this entry record. There are a couple other names on here besides Ellen's. Hey, you're right. For the entry record, Mr. Edgeworth, Stickety had also gone into the hold. Is it possible he could have been the culprit?
Objection!
Sorry, Mr. Nickety was asked to turn a few of the guests at the time. I'm sure they would be happy to testify to that fact if you'd like. Maybe calculate how you like, Mr. Wright, but my confidence is really misplaced. Arrgh! And then it's probably safe to assume that after killing the victim in the hole, he didn't move his body to the hall in order to dispose of it discreetly. What do you mean by discreetly? He didn't volunteer to take care of the reception cleanup personally. That means she would have had the chance to dispose of anything in any way she wanted. He wouldn't take the lantern off the airship without raising any suspicion. What time you didn't know about Miss White volunteering for cleanup duty, Mr. Wright? As I serve in a Sprocket household, I often take on the preparation and cleanup of the reception banquet. I see. Ah! Look at you, sweating buckets like a rookie, even after all these years. Nevertheless, thank you for proving that the only person who could have killed the victim in the hold is... Ellen Wyatt. Ah! Great job, Phoenix. Now we're back to square one. Yeah, perhaps you should ask Miss Sykes for some help in reviewing Defense for Dummies. Way to go, sir. You have us right in a cold sweat. Oh, I wonder if maybe the promise of seeing that miserable look on his face is is what brought me back to court today. It certainly made all my stress and woes to chief prosecutors melt away. I guess he had a lot of stress built up. I give us something to stress over before we're through today. Our prosecution asks that you render your verdict at this time. Before that man over there tries to throw the court into chaos with his meaningless bluffs. Oh, I see. Mr. Wright? Have any last meaningful bluffs you'd like to present to this court? Why does he have to assume it'll be a bluff? Hey, Nick, let me throw a good one out there. I will. Well, alright then. Let's see. I've got it. How do you know it was Miss White who used her keycard? After all, if it turns out that somebody else used her card, you mean Miss White didn't do it? Interesting. Are you able to prove this bluff to be true? I assure you I'm not bluffing, Your Honor. Oh, now what? Wait a minute, Nick. I can think of somebody who might have used Ellen's keycard. You can? Remember? The one who was sneaking around the hold, in spite of not being a family member? Well, that's right. Your Honor, the defense would like to call certain witnesses to stand. Please testify this person, who may have entered the hold with Miss White's card.
Take that!
So that's your witness? Are you saying that numbskull was on the airship? He never breathed a word about that to me. That's not surprising, because Mr. Nigby told me to keep quiet about it. Mr. Butts himself admitted it to me. He claimed to have found a way to sneak into the Flying Chapel's hold to see Miss Wyatt. This photo he took and gave to me is proof. Then was it he who moved the lantern with the body inside it to the reception hall? You know as well as I did, with him, anything is possible. This is one possibility we should definitely look into. I can't believe this. What in the world is he doing mixed up in this? Oh, Mr. Edgeworth, remember what we've been saying since elementary school. When something smells, it's usually the butts. Exactly. Ah, that Larry! He'll pay for this. Well, if you want to extract your payment, now. He's right up there in the gallery. Yikes! Bailiff, seize witness before he makes a run for it. No! Why does this stuff always happen to me? Why did he come to the trial? You just say, wait, sorry, Larry, but you brought some yourself. Let's break for a 15-minute recess. Ask that both sides prepare for the next witness's testimony during this time. Oh, we need to run an ad, don't we? Look at that. Time flies. Alright, we'll be right back. We have a 15-minute recess. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. I'm only a few seconds late, though. Not too bad. I prepared for witness testimony during this time. Hug bomb! Thank you for that. Wow, it's been a while since I've had so much fun on assignment. Face off against Mr. Edgeworth and a tightrope walk for the defense. Ooh, I'm exhausted already. Boss. I came from Moral Sport. Dina, are you all done practicing for a Trucy Magic Show? Well, to be perfectly honest, I sort of ran away. That's because she was putting my life in danger, I tell you. I see. You don't need to have a one-on-one with her. You're really athletic and fit, Athena, so Trucy probably thinks she can run you ragged. That may be true, which is why not even Trucy can keep up with me when I run away at full speed. I was like you spoke too soon, Athena. Never underestimate the resourcefulness of a great magician. Huh? Magical girl Trucy Wright is on the scene. No! Athena, it's time to practice human combustion magic. Come on, dash yourself in this gasoline. Don't worry, it's a magic trick after all. It's perfectly safe. Run away! Hey, you're not getting off that easily. Haha, they get along so well, don't they? Reminds me of the good old days. You, me, and Pearly. Oh, and Detective Gumshoe. Can't forget him. We had all kinds of fun at the crime scenes back then, remember? They made you all the serious investigating, as I recall. Hopes to be back in session, Mr. Wright? Right, thank you. So there's the next twist, right? I can't wait to see what happens. Sad I can already imagine it. For 1 hour, reconvene. Nick, Edgy! Who's you're gonna hang me out to dry, aren't you? No, not the both of us. Just Mr. Wright. But Nick, how could you? I don't think he did it, of course, but I gotta use whatever leads I can. Shabazz, there's a possibility you moved the lantern that had the dead body in it. If you want to clear yourself for any suspicion, all you have to do is testify. Now then, your testimony, please, witness. Nick is a jerk face. Nick, you big fat stinking jerk. How can you doubt your best bud? You know it's such as elementary school. Well, get it out. Our friendship's over. Okay, I have a serious question. Do you guys have any friends that you regularly talk to from elementary school? I don't. I haven't spoken to anyone from high school in at least a few years. I haven't spoken to anybody from college in a few years. My oldest friends that I still speak to are the ones that I met in Final Fantasy XIV. YouTube's been a few years now. Let's see, so I would say my oldest friends are less than 10 years old. Slightly less, but still less. It would round up to 10. That's fair, Treeborn. I'm sorry. So yeah, I don't know, maybe it's not just me, but I have a tendency to panic if people get too close. You may have noticed that I try to keep I've been doxing myself a lot lately on stream, but I draw some hard lines, and that is a result of the past. Boop. Yeah, there's some things that happened way back. That made me a little nervous about people getting too close. So, but no, I don't have any intention of cutting and running like I normally do. I'm trying to be more open because I believe that my aloofness, is that a word? I don't know, probably not. My tendency to remain aloof is becoming detrimental to my happiness. So I'm trying to open up a little bit more. And just hoping I don't get burned. Welcome to life. Where if you display vulnerability, you get burned for it. Sometimes. But there is no... Yeah. There is no... I don't believe you can be completely happy without having someone you can be vulnerable with. And I guess that's the rub, isn't it? How do you know they're safe to be vulnerable with until you've been vulnerable and they haven't hurt you? You don't. There's no way to know until they either do or don't. So, I don't know. I told people things that I thought they would attack me for. Opinions, things like that. Doesn't matter. But so far, no one has attacked me. It's weird. It's a weird feeling. It's a truly weird feeling when you decide to trust people and they don't let you down. I don't know. Maybe that feeling's not supposed to be weird. But why is it? Alright, let's keep going. Anything weird if you're not used to it? That's fair. Well, go ahead, Mr. Wright. He's all yours. I think you meant cryptic. Unless you're saying I'm a Bitcoin. Why me? I'm definitely not worth a Bitcoin. You're the one who called me to sin, so it's your responsibility. Thanks, old chum. Can't you show me a little respect? Even just a shred? May cross examine the witness, Mr. Wright. I wonder if there any testimony to cross-examine. Nick is a jerk face. Thank you, big, fat, stinking jerk.
Hold it!
Come on, Larry. Can't you please give me something real to work with? One thing I don't know about your tricks. I say something careless, you're gonna shove something every time even aloud. Objection! And a super smug look on your face. Well, I've been gun-shy for quite a while, Lopar. I'm trying to get past it. Yeah, well, that is my job. If I get found guilty, how are you gonna take responsibility for what you've done? Why should I take responsibility for just doing my job? You're a jerk, don't you have any compassion for me? How can you not your best bud? We've known each other since elementary school.
Hold it!
I'm sorry, Mr. Butts, but if it wasn't Miss White that entered the home with that card, then you're the most likely suspect. Nick, are you serious down the innocence of your childhood friend? Technically, yes. Get burned or what? That isn't personal, I assure you. Oh, the true friend will believe in me no matter what. You see my tears? Don't they mean anything to you? No, you'd cry at a drop of a hat. Nick! Nick! I don't think you can cry your way out of this, do you? Okay, fine. In that case, crocodile tears. But well, get this, pal. Our friendship's over.
Hold it!
Larry, listen to me. Shut up! I'm not talking to you anymore. It's getting us nowhere. Come off it, Larry. If you don't quit fooling around and start testifying, Miss White will be found guilty. For real? I know no information comes out of this cross-examination. Then yes, Mr. Butts, for real. Not that I would have a problem with that, myself. Larry, just tell us the truth already. Did you or didn't you go into the hold and move the lantern up to the reception hall? I never moved a bull lantern, I tell you. Bull lantern. What? Did I say something weird? Tell me you didn't attend the wedding reception. Can you believe they told me only family and relatives could attend? They wouldn't even let me into the reception hall. Yeah, so what? And that's odd. No one in the courtroom ever mentioned the sex of the lantern that was moved. How did you know there was a bull lantern? You didn't have to actually go to the reception to know that. You can tell there are two Pegables by looking at the Fine Chapel's pamphlet. All I can tell right now is there's a strong scent of bull in the air right now. Please add its last statement to your testimony, Mr. Butts. Anyone can tell that there were two Pegables by looking at that Fine Chapel's pamphlet.
Hold it!
Yes, Larry. If you're hiding something, you better fess up now. I'm telling you, I don't know nothing. Why do you have to doubt me so much? Why? Because you're you, that's why. Edgy, Nick's being awful to me, don't you? So you tell him. Tell Nick what a big meanie he is. I would if I thought he was being one. Not you too. Why think I ever take my side? I should not doubt him. Something about what he just said doesn't add up. I gotta decide to do statement on him, huh, Nick? Yep. Yeah, finally. I'm sure it sure took a lot of work, though. I hope all this leads somewhere. Nick, you big fat stinging jerk. Oh, right.
Objection!
Why don't you take a look at this, Mr. Butts? Because unfortunately for you, the pamphlet clearly shows a Pega cow and a Pega bull in their example diagram of the reception hall. Huh? On that day, instead of putting a Pega cow and Pega bull out for the bride and groom, there were two male Pega bulls on display. Yet somehow you knew there were two Pega bulls in the reception hall that day. There's only one way you know something like that, Larry. It was you who moved Pega bull to the reception hall, wasn't it? Arrgh! No. Larry, you didn't. Mr. Butts, did you move the lantern containing the victim's body to the reception hall? That's what it looks like. What? Oh, wait, Nick. You don't think I'm the murderer, do you? Maybe Mr. Bloomsbury were fighting over Miss Wyatt, and you ended up killing him. Oh, Maya, not you too. Look, I just sneaked into the reception, but that's all as far as I went. You know me, I wouldn't hurt a fly. You snuck to the reception. Yeah, sure, but some of the sprocket men locked me up in one of the cabins. It's really awful, actually. That's when I made that drawing of the pterodactyl I showed you, Nick. Next day on the Aerodactyl pay, Larry. Mr. Wright, maybe you would take this first as far as that far, would you? We are talking about Larry. What do I do? Do I accuse Larry of being the true culprit? I don't think you do. No, you're right, Mr. Edgeworth. Mr. Butts didn't have any reason to kill Mr. Bloomsbury. He might have had an imaginary reason to kill Soren Sprocket, sure, but not Mr. Bloomsbury. After all, he did steal Mr. Sprocket's bride and try to elope with her. This guy tried to steal somebody's bride doesn't make me a murderer. I believe you, Larry, and I don't think you killed anybody either. You would never do anything like that. Hey, Nick, old buddy, old pal, I knew you'd come through for me. Only that, considering your sworn testimony just now that we were through. Mr. Butts, it's time you told this court the whole truth. Understood? Just like Nick said, I'm the one who moved the lantern. I spoke around the reception hall before the main event and saw a lantern was broken. There's a note on it that said, exchange with the one of the hold, Ellen. That's how to do Ellie a favor. So you twisted the lantern before the reception, did you? That means the victim really was killed before the reception. It would appear that Mr. Butts completely fell for the defendant's scheme. Scheme? What scheme? The note for the defendant exchanged with the one of the hold, Ellen. Mr. Butts moved the lantern with the body up to the reception hall because of the note. Thus he's become a suspect in Mr. Bloomsbury's murder. Gulp. That second lantern did feel pretty heavy. I never would have thought there was a dead body in it. What was a note like that doing on the lantern in the first place? You're not wrong, Mr. Edgeworth. I left that note for myself. It's a reminder because I can be very forgetful.
Objection!
Oh, sorry, excuse me, Miss Wyatt. Prosecution contends that this note shows one facet of the defendant's murderous plan. You, Mr. Butts, you played right into Miss Wyatt's hands. No, wait, Deji, I don't believe it.
Objection!
You still really believe Miss Wyatt to be the culprit, Mr. Edgeworth? Oh, of course. My stance on the matter remains unchanged. Think I'm wrong, then prove it with your cross-examination. Gladly. Very well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Trying to keep better around the time this time. It's just like Nick said. I'm the one who moved the lantern.
Hold it!
Why didn't you tell us this sooner? I knew you guys were going to be suspicious of me, that's why. We're suspicious of you now because you tried to hide it. My thoughts exactly. Oof. Well, now I've told you. Happy? How about letting me go? No, not yet. We need you to stick around to sort a few things out. Sure, fine. I was poking around the reception hall before the main event and saw a lantern was broken.
Hold it!
The lantern you saw, I thought that was a female Peggle, right? Yeah, I guess. Why don't you replace the female lantern with a male one? I was too busy trying not to get caught. I didn't have time to check for little details like that. I don't want to get caught. You could have just left well enough alone, you know. Whatever. Anyway, when I took a look at the broken lantern, I saw... There's a note on it that said, exchange with the one in the hold, Ellen.
Hold it!
That note was addressed to you, was it? Well, I guess not, but... I'm glad my dear sweet Ellie do all that hard physical labor on her own. Besides that, I thought the process that constitutes you in trouble, Larry. Besides, it's my big chance to show her how much I cared about her. So I said to Ellie a favor.
Hold it!
Nobody saw you the whole time while you were switching the lanterns? Nope, I didn't get caught. Not that time, anyway. Not that time? Yeah, when I tried to sneak into the reception hall the first time, I didn't have as much luck. Those sprocket guys spotted me and nabbed me. All my words are failing me right now. Pretty exciting, don't you think? Larry, you need to help. Then they locked me up in one of the cabins. Nick, what are you asking about stuff like this for anyway? Are you trying to prove Ellie's innocence? Well, that statement is important to the case. Mr. Butts trying to crash reception, so subsequently getting locked up in the cabin. I believe this might be important facts in this case, Your Honor. Very well, Mr. Butts, please add that statement to your testimony. I tried to sneak into the reception hall, but I got caught and locked up in a cabin.
Hold it!
So you got locked up. Then what happened? I broke out. I started looking for Ellie and wandered into the reception hall again. That's when I saw the broken lantern. I replaced it. Even if they caught you and locked you up, you still went looking for Miss Wyatt? Hold on a minute. Was it Nick? Why does something seem weird to you? Larry was saying he replaced the lantern after you broke one out of the cabin. That's right. Oh wait, huh. You're right. Doesn't make any much sense, does it? She's right. Have you found inconsistency in the witness statement? Yes, I believe so, Your Honor. You must move the lantern after you broke out of the cabin. That contradicts with this. I'm not sure about this one. I know what we're trying to do. We're trying to say that why was the reception hall empty?
Take that!
And in what sense does that piece of evidence contradict with the statement? Doesn't contradict at all, does it? Indeed. Oh, don't mind me, Your Honor. Sorry, I just made a tiny mistake. That's all.
Hold it!
Okay, we didn't get a penalty that time. Look out. I found an inconsistency. Oh god, what was it, Cyberfox? Please, sir, Your Honor. So this is
Take
it.
that!
Nope. Alright, let's just load. It takes too long to go through all this. It's not this one, but there's the bull right there.
Take that!
Is that? It's the broken lantern, Your Honor. Mr. Butts, what you're saying doesn't make any sense at all. What? Why not? You swapped the lanterns before the detention began, right? Yeah, that's what I said, isn't it? But you also just said that you swapped the lanterns after you got locked up in the cabin for trying to sneak into the reception. In other words, you're saying you swapped the lanterns both before the reception and after the reception took place. It sort of doesn't make any sense, does it? So did you swap the lanterns before or after the reception? Which was it, before or after? There's a world of difference between the two. Well, Mr. Butts? I guess I can't expect guys like you to understand. In a nutshell, it was both before and after the reception. What? I tried to sneak into the first reception and got locked up. The first reception? Oh, I don't like where this is going. Into the power of Ellie's pendant, time got rewound and we went back to the time before the reception. It was after that when I replaced the lantern. So it was both before the reception and after the reception, get it? We went back in time before the reception. Of course the reception would take place one more time after that, right? That's what I said makes perfect sense. Mr. Wright, what in the world is this talking about? Has he developed some sort of intellectual ailment I'm not aware of since I saw him last? Well, none of the sprockets seem to remember the time skip, but I do. Ellie remembers it too. The power of our love for each other made that miracle happen. Mr. Wright, I'm sorry, but could you please translate this man's gibberish to the rest so the rest of us can understand? Now I have to be the one to explain about the whole time travel thing. Go on, Nick. I know you can do it. Looks like you don't have much choice, Nick. Good old time paradoxes. Heck with it, I can't lose any more of my day-to-day anyway. In it, Miss Ellen Wyatt has told defense the following strange story. She said that after the reception ended, she was attacked by Mr. Gloomsbury. She claimed that as she was being assaulted, she made a wish upon her pendant. Please take me back to that blissful moment. In doing so, time apparently rewound itself to just before the reception began. Hey, what? I know it's hard to believe, but think about it this way. Through the power of the pendant, both Ellen Wyatt and Larry Butts experienced time travel. What? What? Yeah, nobody believes it. I don't believe it.
Objection!
Well, absolute rubbish. Mr. Wright, I've heard my fair share of your nonsense over the years. This takes the cake. Have you thoroughly lost your mind?
Objection!
This is simply the conclusion I came to, using that logic ability you love so much. Well, what? The truth of the matter is, the future president of Sprocket Aviation, Soren Sprocket, has been researching time machines. So what if a time machine has already been successfully created? And what if that's one of the Sprocket Aviation's top secret inventions? A time machine? Yeah, I even saw something while we were time traveling. Saw a pterodactyl flying through the sky. Maybe the airship set to time travel through time for the honeymoon ship. What? A pterodactyl?
Objection!
You can't possibly have any evidence back in a ridiculous time travel story. Well, Oof, as I thought. In any case, I now have the evidence to prove that you're no more intelligent than Larry. That's fast now, Edgy. I'm not the same old Larry you used to know. Oh? Time cop. You want evidence? I've got your evidence right here. Back to the Future. Back to the Future 2. Back to the Future 3. Terminator. So it's right here. This photo I took of the first reception. What? What? Well, Larry, I can't believe you. Well, anyway, good job. If you compare the photos to the first and second reception and find a difference, then we'll be able to prove that the reception was held twice. Do you really think such a difference exists? Yes, Your Honor. I just need some time to find it for you. This is preposterous. Yeah, well, let me show the court what's different then. A reception is proof I was... Hold on. Wait, the flowers. See it. Flowers.
Take that!
Here's directed attention to Miss White's bouquet of flowers. In the photo, one of her in-laws joked that you'd finish holding a yellow bouquet. But in the photo Mr. Butts took, she was holding a red bouquet. You're right. That's impossible! Well, what does this mean? It means the defendant really did for 2 wedding receptions. And she did that when she traveled back through time. No, she didn't. It's all fake. What? Larry took it. Nick, you did it. You proved Ellen's time travel story to be true. Yeah, I can hardly believe it myself. Just as Ellen said, the reception was held twice. It turns every subsequent basis trial and upside down.
Objection!
I refuse to accept such a ludicrous argument. It's pure fiction under the guise of pseudoscience at best. I mean, he just gave it to us 10 seconds ago. There's simply no such thing as time travel. I know it's hard, but can't you suspend your disbelief for 1 nanosecond, Edgeworth? How about sci-fi movies push all your buttons the wrong way, don't they, Mr. Edgeworth? I can totally picture you yelling, that never happened every 5 seconds to the screen. I should stay away from movie dates altogether. It's neither here nor there. Does he go on any dates? This is real life we're talking about. Is it? But the proof is clearly shown in the 2 photographs. That's right, Mr. Edgeworth. No matter how
Objection!
Fine, I'll entertain your absurd delusion. Going to demolish it before your very eyes. What? Let's start with this, then, shall we? There's one thing your time travel theory fails to explain. And that's the memories of the other guests there. Pitt and Larry remember the reception occurring twice, but no member of the Sprocket family has even mentioned such a thing. That's because the time machine is classified technology.
Objection!
I'm not done, you bird brain. Bird brain? I mean, it is Phoenix. As I was saying, if the entire family had been sworn to secrecy, then why hadn't they sworn the woman who was marrying him to the family to secrecy, too? That's a good point. Honestly, all it takes a little common sense, Mr. Wright. Oh, even still, how do you know that the trip through time did not really occur? There's proof in the photos that it did. And besides, if time travel doesn't exist, well, I'd be a little disappointed, frankly. I was hoping to go back to the days of my youth. You must allow yourself to be taken in by Mr. Wright's whimsical tales, Your Honor. Read about it in various literature, you see. They all say time travel is just not logically feasible. Maybe our argument was just a little too nonsensical, Nick. Well, in that case, why don't we put common sense to the test? Excuse me? Wedding reception was held twice. Photos are proof of that. But if it wasn't because of time travel, it's simply because the reception had actually been held twice. It's not the most reasonable way to interpret the situation. Would you care to elaborate, Mr. Wright? Time travel doesn't exist, and there's only one way to make sense of what happened. Somebody must have orchestrated this strange phenomenon, and that somebody is... What if all the guests at the reception conspired together, hold the reception twice, and keep quiet about it? What? I'm not saying the gods, no. For what purpose? And for what purpose would they conspire to do such a thing? Well, we know who's copying, right? That's what's copying. Haha, brilliant deduction defense. Told you. Called it. I can tell you that you're not a renowned lawyer for nothing. Doctor Who's a show, not a movie. I must say, I underestimated you. How so, Mr. Nickety? You managed to name each event precisely as they happened. You revealed it all to the light of day. But then, that means... it was us. We orchestrated the whole thing. Yes, the reception was held twice. Not because of time travel, no. We simply held it a second time. But what? Why? Why would you do such a thing? It's made as though the murder Miss Ellen committed never happened. No! I was trying to figure that if Miss Ellen, who killed Bloomsbury after the first reception, experienced the reception one more time, she'd think it was all a dream. It was he who ordered us to make it happen. However, only a few, myself included, knew it was Miss Ellen's crime. I say most of the guests attended 2 receptions without knowing why. Indeed, they had no reason. Master Soren told them to do it, and they did it. That is the Sprocket way. Then who hid the body in the lantern? We did. We did not anticipate the pedals finding their way in, nor the actions of Mr. Butts. That's how you intended to cover the whole situation up? There's just one thing everyone here has wrong. Risking the murder was not the hold, it was the Vista deck. What? Then Miss White's recollection of events must be correct. I admit we tried to cover the incident up, but the fact that Miss Ellen killed Bloomsbury is undeniable. It's quite a turn of events. No, Soren's the one that killed him. Soren killed him. And so it appears we have arrived at the truth at last. No. Please do feel free to travel back in time, Mr. Wright, and attempt to do this trial over again. Go on. Let's not get hasty, Edgeworth. I think he killed him to protect Ellen. Actually, he might have even killed him. He probably knocked him out and somebody else killed him. Probably this guy. Let's not get hasty, Edgeworth. I bet you can't do it. I can't either. Your Honor, we will have to hold a separate trial for the cover-up conspiracy later. As far as this case goes, I believe we're ready for your ruling.
Objection!
Just before the defendant lost consciousness during her attack, she said she saw someone strike the victim. It's possible this third party is the true culprit.
Objection!
You still want us to believe the defendant's words? Perhaps you've lost more than your touch during your time abroad. The third person nonsense is nothing but rubbish, and you know it.
Objection!
By the same token, how can we trust those who conspired and lied to fool the court of law? For all we know, they might still be hiding something. You never know when to quit, do you? Now, calm down, both of you. In any case, there isn't enough trustworthy information yet for me to render a verdict. I suggest we continue this trial after both sides have investigated the matter further. Very well, Your Honor. Phew, that was close. Mr. Nickety, as you and your cohorts attempt to cover up this crime, your case will be brought to a separate trial following the resolution of this current one. Understood, Your Honor. Well then, this concludes today's trial. Court is adjourned. We made it through day 1, I guess. Unfortunately, I'm getting a bit of a headache. I'm not sure how much longer I can keep going. I'm gonna have like, what, 40 minutes left or so? I can give it a try. Keep going. What's up, Tyler? Hydrate, you got it. Oh, thank you for the pets. What? So the whole time traveling thing was just a ruse put on by the guests at the reception? Looks like it. I knew there had to be some kind of trick to it. Wow, 2 wedding receptions. Can you imagine? I wonder how much that must have cost him. Maybe you got it. Are you trying to run me out of water again so I end up having to inch him early? I have no idea. But you have to ask, you're not rich enough to want to know. So if you got the money, it's really a good way to cover things up, if you ask me. You got that right. I'm sure I would have been completely fooled. Hi, I'm back. Hey, Maya. Are you all set to go? Yep. Ready when you are. So what should we start with? Let's start with reviewing what we learned at the trial. What Ellen thought was time travel was really just performance put on by the Sprockets. Other than that, it seems what Ellen told us is actually all true. What really matters right now is... identity of the mystery person Ellen stated that she saw while she was being attacked. Who is this mystery person? That's the million-dollar question, I'm afraid. We want to clear Ellen of any suspicion, and figuring out who they are is key. You're gonna take toilets for 200 instead, Mr. Wright. At least there were only so many people on that airship that night. And you knew who the mastermind of the whole cover-up plot was, too. So that's good. Why do I always assume an ulterior motive of everything? Because you always have an ulterior motive. Always. You just saw the hydrate come through. You put in another hydrate. You're trying to run away water. I can clearly see through you. I'm watching you. I'm watching you. You need the Goom Soren's pocket, right? Boop me. Boop you. Exactly. You might know something that could help us out. So then what am I doing here? I'm a very busy man, you know. Well, all the other people involved are Soren's family members. I guess these. Alright, she's successful. So I thought I'd better start by interviewing you. Maybe I probably shouldn't trust a word out of your mouth. Oh man. I have a really tight schedule, but... oh heck, what a defense for, right? Hey pal, go ahead, ask me anything. You do remember it was you who came to me for help in the first place, right? I want to go over exactly what happened before I step outside this office again. Since you were there, Larry, do you think you can help me get it all straight in my head? So I thought, if I gotta. Okay, so the first reception was held at 7 p.m. the day of the incident. That's when you tried to crash, right? Huh? Oh yeah, that's right. And then they locked me up in a cabin. It was awful, I tell you. But I'm not here to focus on you, Larry. And then the incident occurred after this first reception at around 10 p.m. Ellen was attacked in the reception hall by Gloomsbury. He forced her out onto the Vista deck and was just about to kill her. But Ellie fought back and ended up killing old Gloomsbury instead. Covered up, the family quickly threw together a second reception. That's what Edgy's claiming anyway. But I know Ellie didn't do it. The key point here is the mystery person Ellen said she saw strike Gloomsbury. Just before she passed out. See anybody suspicious skulking around that day? Nope, not a soul. But I was locked up in a cabin at the time. I managed to escape and sneak back into the reception hall. That's when you switched the lantern in the event hall with the lantern in the hold, right? Did you see anybody then? Nope. The place is completely deserted. I guess because that Pierce guy, other guy had everybody got us together somewhere. That makes sense. He must have been going over the cover-up plan with them. So clearly the murder had already happened by the time Larry got out. I must have got everything to get ready fast and had a second reception soon after that. And after the second reception, Ellie went to clean up the reception hall. As luck would have it, that's when she found the body of the lantern I'd brought up. I tried to do something nice for Ellie out of the goodness of my heart, and this happened. I still don't know exactly what happened during the actual murder itself. We'll just have to look into it, along with the identity of that mystery person. So when the murder was taking place, you were locked up in a cabin. You see anything unusual while you were in there? In a cabin? Let's see. Well, there was that pterodactyl flying around through the sky. That's pretty unusual. Oh right, that drawing of that pterodactyl you saw. What's all the air quotes? I really did see it, I swear. Larry, the time travel thing never actually happened. Which means you couldn't have seen a real pterodactyl flying through the sky. Oh. Are you down that I have a super popular picture book author? No, I'm just sure you saw something else and you mistook it for a flying reptile. Nick, you're making me doubt my own eyes. Now I'm not even sure what I saw. Either way, you have no idea what actually happened at the scene of the murder. That's right. I can say that with every confidence. Oh wow, would you look at that time? I better go. I have a book signing to get to. Book signing? Whose book? Who'd you think? It's mine, of course. A Larry Student book signing. But you went around begging a bunch of bookstores to let you do one. Of course not. They're the ones coming around to beg me. I guess right. Anyway, I have to go. I'll send you 10 copies of my new book that just got released the other day, alright? 10? That's very generous of you. What are you talking about? I want to send you the bill too, of course. Just put him down in his office fence or something. We'll see ya. Oh, wait, Larry, we don't need... Argie's gone. I'll take time, boss. Oh, and make sure it's signed. Oh boy, Tricia's not gonna like this office expense. There goes our first lead. What do you want to tackle next, Nick? We should really hit the streets now, huh? How about go see Ellen? Sounds good, boss. But I can cheer her up. But you're gonna help Tricia with her magic show again today, Athena. We're supposed to go meet her right about now. She said she was going to practice her new trick on you, if I recall. On me? Really? Tricia shows an important source of income for agency, you know. You can leave the case to us, so you go ahead and run along now. But boss, off you go, Athena. No, I don't want to die. Better get going too, Maya. Okay. Okay, I'm sorry. I tried to push through, but, my head is getting a little bit worse. I'm gonna stop here before I am in really bad pain. So, I'm very sorry to end early tonight, but thank you all for watching. We'll work on this again next week. We'll probably finish it next week. So good night, everyone. Sleep well, have good dreams, and hope to see you guys here on Friday for some Final Fantasy. Hopefully, nothing happens. I actually need to turn off all these lights. I need less lights on my eyes. That'll probably help. So good night, everyone. Sleep well, have good dreams. Bucks out. Night night. Yes, hugs. Thank you for the hugs.